Parashah for this week is Tetzaveh. You shall command the sons of Israel. It is also Shabbat Zachor, the Shabbat immediately preceding Purim, with a special Haftorah from the book of Samuel. In this Haftorah, Samuel orders Saul to annihilate the Amalekites. Saul does so, but spares Agag, the leader of the Amalekites. Samuel is furious at Saul. Samuel executes Agag himself. Samuel's execution of Agag is found in verse 33, chapter 15. And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord in Gilgal. At least that's the old Jewish Publication Society translation. It is also the King James Version translation. The word hewed is almost archaic. One dictionary definition has it as to cut something by repeated blows. Repeated blows. Here we find an artwork in which Samuel literally hacks or hews Agag into pieces with a butcher's cleaver. Here Samuel is about to decapitate Agag with a brutal frontal blow. In this engraving by Gustave Doré, The Death of Agag, soldiers clamor for the execution of Agag. But are these artworks accurate interpretations of the execution of Agag by Samuel? Here is the text. Shasef is a hapax legomenon, occurring only once in the Tanakh, so that we cannot be certain of the meaning of this word. Hewing into pieces is a brutal, questionable translation of the Hebrew Shasef. The New Jewish Publication Society offers a different translation, and Samuel cut Agag down before the Lord at Gilgal. Cut down, not hewed into pieces. Also, the text says, before the Lord. This phrase seems superfluous. The three artworks show the execution was done in view of the soldiers. What significance, then, can be given to the phrase, before the Lord? For another artistic portrayal, we have this 13th century Jewish illustration of Samuel executing Agag. Here Samuel executes swift justice, but no butchery is indicated. The Hebrew words before Hashem, lifnei Hashem, may indicate that the execution was done with God alone as witness and not in public. Recall that three of the illustrations seem to ignore the phrase before the Lord and interpret the execution as public. The Jewish illustration, however, shows only two figures, Agag and Samuel. There is no public spectacle. Samuel cuts Agag down. He does not chop him into pieces like a butcher. The execution is not a public spectacle. We see only Agag and Samuel. But why did Saul spare Agag? Perhaps it was a misplaced sense of mercy. Or perhaps he wanted the personal glory of showing off Agag in a triumphal procession. In either case, this would show poor judgment by the king of Israel. Samuel, by executing Agag, justifiably deprived Saul of this mitzvah. Shabbat Shalom and Hag Purim Sameach. Thank you for your interest.